welcome back to ABT Lockdown Live. A man who, if you spend any time on the internet, you've probably seen some of his content, is Adam Costa from fishing.com.au. He specialises in lure fishing, but in particular bream fishing. Is on the south side of Sydney. Adam, welcome to the show and good to see you, mate, surviving the lockdown at the moment.
Thanks for having me, Steve. Yeah, just surviving it.
Yeah, look, anyone who's been to your store knows that you have got the most density of bream lures per square metre than anywhere in the world, I reckon, because you've got the smallest store with the most stuff in it. It's a pretty cool place to be if you visit. If you're in town, drop in because you will find some gems in there.
Yeah, I really like it. We've met a lot of really nice blokes. It's a great bunch of people that do the kayaks and the boating series. I'm interested in it, so it's a really good job to have at the moment.
Yeah, and look, you are also famous for shipping stuff straight away. So if I ring you now, it goes in the post that day, I get it the next day. Your service is second to none. You don't have to respond to that. I'm just telling people out there that you do good. You don't go home until everything's shipped, do you? You don't leave anything on the shelf.
No, that's how I'd want my deliveries, and I just try and treat people how I'd like to be treated.
Now, let's cut to the chase, mate. I saw a photo on social media a week or two ago of you with the biggest bloody yellowfin bream that I have seen come out of New South Wales in recent times. There's a cutaway of it up on the screen now. Tell us about that fish and tell us the context and when you caught it. Like, you didn't bang on about this thing straight away. You're a bloody strategist, aren't you?
Well, I was pre-fishing for the Georges River round in the Hobie series, and I usually only do one comp per year in the Hobies, so I probably throw all my eggs into that basket. So I probably pre-fished it about a good 6 times, and there was one area that I wanted to fish, and I left that till last. So fishing boat holes, mooring blocks actually, with a VX35 Eco Gear blade, and got clunked by a really, really good fish. And I'm thinking kingfish. And the bloke that I was fishing with, Jared, I'm going, Jared, I've hooked a king, and it actually went on the wrong side of the boat, so I had to open the bail arm, paddle around the boat, put the bail arm back closed, and then see if I still had weight, and I did, and it was still running like a kingfish the second run, and I'm like, yeah, still a kingy, and then the third run was a bit shorter, and then I saw it pretty much on the surface, then I called it for a snapper, because I don't know how it looked a bit red, and then about 10 metres away, I thought it was a big bream, and it was my PB by about 2.5 centimetres. So, mate, I was absolutely stoked.
Exactly how long was it to the fork? It was about 43?
Yeah, I think it's 44.5 fork.
44.5 fork, and you just got to go to the New South Wales DPI weigh a fish with a ruler sight, mate. That is a definite 2 kilo fish, mate. Is that your first 2 keggy you've ever caught? Obviously. Yeah,
I think 42 is my previous best. I was sitting on that for probably about 12 years, I think. I equalled it pre-fishing for this same comp, and then I beat it pre-fishing for this comp. So, I was really keen to do the comp, and I was a bit devoed, but what do you do?
I tell you what, it would have been an interesting live well with a couple of fish over 40 centimetres in it, mate. And I know you've got the lure, the type of lure you were throwing. Hold it up and show us. Explain exactly the lure and the colour you were throwing.
So it's pretty famous, this lure. It's the Eco Gear VX35 in 439.
Just give it a bit of a shake, mate, because I can't see the colour, just so I can see the side of it. I just want to see just have it hang. There you go. So it's the old, okay, that's the one, yeah. That's the, it's the crackleback and orange belly sand colour, isn't it?
Yes, it's the one that Grant Kime did, didn't he win the grand final in the VX40 though?
That's right.
St George's Basin.
So the Eco Gears have caught so many big fish like that over the years, and we all know there's 10 or 12 sorts of blades on the market at the moment. Why is it that those Eco Gear blades just keep on catching fish time after time? What do you think it is?
I think it's how they drop, to be honest. I don't think there's a blade out there, which I don't really fish blades that often, but I don't think there's a blade out there that flutters as well on the drop as an Eco Gear blade. Yeah, there's a lot on the market, but I just don't think they're as good on the drop. They might vibrate quicker. They might have a tighter action. They might have a wider action, but I don't think they drop as well.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting, isn't it? Because Eco Gear sort of invented the genre for Brim over here. Remember, they had the old VX blades were the ones with the two little trebles. They were the first one that came out, and they followed them up a few years later with the ZX blades, the teardrop with the assist hooks on the end. And Takeyoshi Orimoto, who's the guy that developed those, he actually brought them over and tried them over here. And we all told him all the time he's got rocks in his head. They're not going to eat those here. But, you know, they've become such a staple in anglers' boxes. We've got guys that are just dead set blade specialists nowadays. So, mate, it's great to see that the company that invested in the R&D at the start is still catching giants day after day. Now, a little bit more about your shop. Like, I know a lot of people in Australia now, we're watching this, we're sort of, some of us can go fishing. It's sort of a bit marginal whether, you know, it's essential fishing or not. But I tell you what, this is a really good time to go through your year, sort it out, fill up any gaps that you've got in your gear. Are you still open for business?
Yeah, we're still open for business. We're not really letting anyone in store, mainly because I don't want to clean every lure that someone touches, which is, you know, probably, I'd rather just do a pickup service and online service. We're definitely still open. We're going to remain open for as long as we can, and, you know, we're just going to see how it goes.
Well, look, mate, you have been a great advertiser in Fishing Monthly magazines, a great sponsor of ABT, and a great angler over the years. I know you qualified for the grand final last year and you tried to move heaven and earth to get there. Didn't make it there in the end, but, mate, we really thank you for your support of ABT over the years. And guys watching, if you want to make Adam's job a little bit easier and keep him going through to when we can go fishing again, get on there and make an order. Mate, you've got free shipping over a certain amount. What's your deals at the moment?
Okay, so at the moment we've got free shipping, $125 free express shipping. And at the moment we're doing free Eco Gear lure if you spend over $125 and have a Eco Gear lure in your order. Okay,
so if I spend over $125 and I've got an Eco Gear lure in there, I get free shipping and I get another Eco Gear for free. That's a decent deal.
Right. Yep.
Awesome, mate.
And we'll be doing promos throughout this lockdown period.
Okay, so and the socials we can get in touch with you on. You do go on Instagram and Facebook, and you have a YouTube channel as well. Give us a shout out for those channels.
Okay, so they're all fishing.com.au, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, all under fishing.com.au.
Yeah, there you go. Great sense. I know you've got time on your hands. If you want to watch Adam catch fish and swear when he loses them, that's the YouTube channel to go on, mate. Thanks for joining us today, and, mate, we really wish you the best through this time. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it.